Hello students. Today let us discuss about the answers for your internal 2, and I have already given you the drive link, and I have given all the possible PDFs in that drive link. So it consists of some materials PDFs and the prescribed foreign author from Anna University, which is Roger S. Pressman. I have given the PDF for that also. Okay, today let us discuss about the internal 2 questions. The first question is functional and non-functional requirement. Let us see the answer. You can Google software engineering, or you can Google it like functional and functional requirement and non-functional requirement in software engineering. So you will get the answer. See, you got the answer. So you have to analyze which could be the correct answer. You have to compare and check all those steps. So the first one, you have to write about functional requirement and its functionalities. So here there also they are given a difference between functional and non-functional requirement, but in this question you should not write about the difference between functional and non-functional requirement. You have to write the functional requirement separately and the non-functional requirement separately. Okay, so here you can find the answer. Similarly, I have given the Anna University PDF, which is given in Stucar. You can also refer that PDF also. The next question is software requirement specification. Okay. So for software requirement specification, you can find the answer in this PDF, which was given earlier. Software requirement specification is nothing but the SRS document. So it is the way we are documenting each and every requirement. So just we are moving to the Unit 2, and here it is, software requirements, Unit 2. So here also you are having functional and non-functional requirement. You can also have this in your mind and take it as an answer. And similarly, software document. So these are all the things you have to write for software requirement specification. Okay, software document. So what are the possible documents? Examples: document all, quality document structure, document standards. So up to this question comes up to this. Okay, that is software requirement specification. Okay, fine. Let us see the next question. Requirement management, requirement elicitation, requirement validation, requirement planning. Okay, let us see where is requirement management. You can find in this PDF itself. If possible, we can go through this. So we are having the answers for requirement engineering here. I have asked the question for your internal. So you can find the answer here for requirement engineering. So here is the answer for requirement engineering process, and you can start writing from this, and followed by these examples, a tabular column. And for elicitation and analysis, you have to write in a detailed manner. It is also an important question. So here is elicitation. Okay, so the problems required, etc. And here comes the requirement validation. So you can gather the points here also. Requirement validation techniques. Okay, And you can also check the same in another PDFs also, like we can check it in the PDF which was given in Stucar app. Okay, let us see where it is. Okay, this was a PDF given in Stucar app, and you can find all the answers in this PDF itself. Almost you will get the answers in this PDF itself. See here. So here you are given about functional requirement and non-functional requirement, the first question, and you can write up to the user requirements and system requirements also. And here it is given about the software requirement document, that is SRS. It is a very important question, and you can write from here to up to this IEEE standard, or can even write even more if possible. So the next one is requirement engineering. This question was also asked in your internal. So you have given the requirement engineering process and feasibility study. So here the next question is requirement elicitation and analysis. This is also a very important question. It's been asked so many times. Okay, so after that you can when you complete this question, then here comes the requirement validation. This was also asked in your internal. And requirement management and planning, this is also a question. This question was also asked in your internal. So it is in a proper order, and you can check what are the things which are needed. Okay, so you have to decide from which part to which you are going to write in your paper, and you have to cut short in your own way, and you have to present in your own way. Okay, that's all I think for second unit. So let's move to the third unit. I know what are the questions I have asked for third unit. Okay, the first question is design process. Other than design process, I have asked about design concepts. Okay, design concept is a very important question, and you can also you'll be getting 2 marks from this topic also. Design concepts. So you have to explain all these 9 concepts in smaller manner. Okay, after that here comes the question about information hiding, which is given in 2 mark, refinement, etc. So here is the design model, design elements, and these questions were not asked in this internal. And architectural design elements has been asked, and you have to write this question. And the important thing in this is I have asked this question in a separate way. There is conceptual design, component level design, and component level design, and another question. Okay, so you have to write this question to draw this diagram, and after that you have to search some other theory also. Okay, the next thing is heuristics, and it is also a very important question. I have asked this question, architectural styles. Okay, so it is a very important question. This question was very frequently asked in so many examinations. So you have to write all the 4, like data center architecture, data flow architecture, call and return architecture, and layered architecture, object oriented and layered architecture. So up to this you have to write for architectural styles. So when a question is being asked for architectural styles, you just decide you are going to write these headings. So this is very important. The next one is architectural pattern, and within that and after that we have to see about architectural design. So architectural design is also an important concept where it consists of some block diagrams. I have explained this, I think, and you can, for architectural diagram, you have to decide whichever part you are going to write. So architectural design, it is going to have a system context, and architectural context diagram is mandatory. You are going to give an example for a home automation system, so you just give about home automation system, that's enough. And you need not draw all the systems, etc. Just draw two diagrams and just define it types, that's all. You need not draw this part, this one and this one, you need not draw. Okay, you can just draw the first two parts or the first three parts. Okay, the further questions, I think yeah, that's it, we have done. I think I have covered all the topics, and see, I'm telling you again, you have to write in your own way. And see, here is a question called component level design. You can check this question for some more part which you can write, and that's all. Okay, this is about software engineering for your internal 2, and we have only 2 more topics in this topic, and further you have to gather all those things and write it in a proper manner. Okay, that's it for today, and thank you. Wish you all the best for your internal 2.